Out of developing news this morning, will Russia invade Ukraine?
That is the big question, and U.S. officials say it could happen at any time with more than 127,000 Russian troops stationed at the Ukrainian border.
Also, over the last 24 hours, the U.S. ordering the families of American personnel at the embassy in Ukraine to leave immediately, citing reports that Russia is planning significant military action.
The State Department also told non-essential embassy staff that the government would pay for them to leave. The embassy, however, will remain open because of unpredictable security conditions.
Certain wires have been tripped because all embassies abroad have a plan that lays out precisely what it is that has to happen before these evacuations occur. Now, the assessment has come in that more things have happened, we're not exactly sure what those are yet, that have caused the State Department to say, yeah, families need to get out.
Now, the department also issuing a do not travel warning to Ukraine due to threats of Russian military action and COVID.
Today, the U.S. and NATO will begin military exercises that could be used against Russia. President Biden discussed several ways that the United States could respond to the growing tension over Russia's military buildup along the border.
Now, one option is moving up to 5,000 U.S. troops into position to help get Americans out if needed. The New York Times is reporting the president could make that decision as early as this week. Senior officials familiar with the discussion say the president is also working on a global strategy to try to increase liquefied natural gas production in the event that an invasion leads to shortages in Europe, which relies on Russia for nearly half of its supply.
A senior official said that Biden also met with top military leaders to talk about options for bolstering United States troop levels in the Baltics and Eastern Europe. Secretary of State Blinken is promising severe economic sanctions if a single Russian soldier were to cross the border.
In the event that there is a renewed Russian incursion, Russian forces going into Ukraine, there is going to be a swift, a severe, and united response.
Now, Britain is accusing the Kremlin of preparing to mount a coup in Kiev. The goal of the alleged plot would be to topple Ukraine's democratically elected president and replace him with a former politician friendly to Moscow.
Russia dismissed the British allegations as disinformation.
All right, let's jump back to some local news, and here in Colorado Springs,